Hi, I'm Tricia, an organic gardener. I grow organically for a healthy and safe food supply, for a clean and sustainable environment, for an enjoyable and rewarding experience. Homegrown tomatoes have to be one of the best things about having your own garden. Today, we're going to can tomato halves so we can enjoy them throughout the rest of the year. To do one canner load of 7 quarts, you'll need 23 pounds of tomatoes. Get 14 pounds of tomatoes if you want to do a smaller canner load of 9 pints. Tomatoes are just about acidic enough to safely can at home. But to be sure that they're safe to eat, it's good to add a little extra acid. The 3 main acids used are citric acid, which changes the taste of the tomatoes very, very little, bottled lemon juice, which has more of a flavor impact, and vinegar, which has the most impact on flavor. Choose vine-ripe tomatoes that are disease-free. The tomatoes should be nice and firm, not bruised or overripe. Don't use tomatoes from dead or frost-killed vines. Tomatoes from dead vines and diseased vines have a lower acidity and aren't safe to can at home. First, prepare the jars. Check your jar carefully for any chips or cracks or anything that might prevent it from having a perfect seal. Then wash your jars and lids with hot soapy water and rinse well. Prepare your tomatoes by washing them, taking off any of the stems, and checking for any bruised parts, and then make sure and trim off anything that's bruised. Now it's time to add the acid to the jars. I'm using citric acid, and the measurement is 1/2 teaspoon per quart. If you're using lemon juice, use 2 tablespoons per quart. If you're using vinegar, it's 4 tablespoons per quart. Tomatoes need to be blanched and skinned before canned. So set out a large pot of water to boil, and also have some ice water ready for the cool bath. When the water is boiling, dip the tomatoes for 30 seconds to a minute until the skins split. Then dip them right away into the ice water. Now just peel off the skin. Core the tomato if desired. Cut in half and add to the jars. Add hot water or hot tomato juice to your jars. I'm using the tomato juice that I had preserved from an earlier harvest. You want to make sure that there's enough liquid to fill up the jars so that there's about 1/2 inch of headspace. You can also push the tomatoes down and generate some juice that way, as long as you have juice covering all the tomatoes. Just clean off the edges of the jars, the rims, and put the lid on, and we're getting ready for the canning bath. Place the filled quarts in the canner. If you don't have enough jars to fill the canner, fill some jars with water and place them in the canner. This will prevent the filled jars from falling over during processing. Wait until the water in the canner comes to a boil again, and then set a timer for 50 minutes. If you're above 3,000 feet in elevation, process for about 55 minutes. Okay, time's up. Remove the jars carefully and place them on a dry towel to cool. Beautiful. The following morning, check your seals. Follow the instructions on your canning jars to find out how to verify the seal. These Quattro jars have a bump that will become a hollow when they're sealed. If one of your jars doesn't seal, you can either refrigerate for a couple of weeks or you can put it in the freezer for up to 1 year. The most common reasons for spoilage are poor seals or underprocessing. If your tomatoes smell bad when you open the jar or you see any mold, They're not good. Label your jars with the date and contents and store in a cool, dark, dry place. For best quality, enjoy your tomatoes within a year. So can some tomatoes and grow organic for life. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, share this video, and follow us at the sites below. Don't forget to like this video.